Sometimes it's okay to take a break, every once in a while, and like especially if you're like working hard and always doing a bunch of stuff, it's always okay to take a break because I mean, if you're always working hard and always, being consistent and doing things every single day, obviously, you should have the right to be able to take a break at least, once or twice, and usually I do that sometimes, which I do apologize, I don't, when I, do take a break for like a day and don't really like tell anybody about it, because I mean, yesterday, I had plenty of time to make a video and live stream and all that, and I know I said I'd live stream, but I decided not to, and the reason is because I just did not feel like uploading, like, I was just kind of sitting there, I was chilling, and my friends were kind of getting on. I worked on a little bit of homework, but like I don't even work tomorrow or Saturday. Usually I work those days, but since I'm off until like next Friday, I was like, you know what, for once, like after I complete like an assignment, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just actually take a break, like take the whole day off. I'll get back to it tomorrow, because I mean today I'm supposed to be working, but I have the day off. Even though I only requested for Saturday off, but I got taken off of today. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna take it easy for once, and I'm gonna grind tomorrow. So which tomorrow's today. So obviously now I'm gonna be, I'm recording my video, back to the grind. I don't know if I'll be able to upload tomorrow. We'll see what happens with that. But I just gotta say, it's sometimes it is okay to take a break, because obviously since you're working so hard, just take it easy sometimes. Because right now, I'm in a pretty good spot right now when it comes to YouTube. I'm getting very close to getting monetized. I'm like, what, less than 50 watch hours away, and I was already ahead with homework and all that, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just take it off, take the day off from doing YouTube and all that stuff, just kind of chill out. Because I was thinking about live streaming because I couldn't think about what I wanted to talk about, and I was like, you know what? Instead of live streaming, I'll just save the live stream for tomorrow, which is today. I will live stream today. I will think of something. I don't think I'm gonna do Schedule 1 or Smash Bros. I might do something new today. Because obviously Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out soon, and the big games I want to play is Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza, whatever. And I was thinking, you know what? Why not play either Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or Super Mario Odyssey? Because those games, obviously Mario Kart 8 because new Mario Kart's coming out, and then Mario Odyssey because, well, the new Donkey Kong game is very similar to Mario Odyssey, and it's also being made by the Odyssey team. So I was like, you know what? Might as well just play through those games. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Doesn't mean I'll never play Schedule 1 or Smash Bros. Again. I don't know. I just wanted to play something new, something different, you know? Especially after not playing these games for a while. I want to do something else. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens when I stream. Obviously, I'll stream today. Don't know if this video will be uploaded before the stream or after the stream. We'll see what happens with streaming. But, yeah, no. So I was like, I'm gonna take a break real quick, especially since I've been working hard on school. I actually did pretty good on my quiz. I don't know if you guys have been there when I talked about my chemistry quiz, because I said I had a chemistry quiz on Wednesday, and obviously I have my exam on Monday, but I'll just study later, you know, because honestly, the way to study for chemistry is just not the best. I'll do the best that I can though, but when it comes to chemistry, my quiz that I took, I actually did pretty good. I actually did really good, and I was like, wow, that's actually amazing. I'm actually happy with what I did. So then I was like, you know what? There's nothing I can really do to get ahead on my chemistry and all that. So I was like, you know what? I'm not really gonna do much of anything because I only have like Spanish stuff to do, which isn't a lot, and math, which is also pretty easy. But I'll get all that done eventually. But like, I was focusing on just other stuff, right? But like during Wednesday and like early Thursday because I had school, but like after I got off of school and all that, I was just kind of like, you know what? I just want to actually, chill out. I watched some Breaking Bad, which I do want to make a video talking about Breaking Bad. Amazing show. I'm rewatching it actually, but you know, pretty cool that I sat and watched the show with some friends. Which, by the way, uh, like I said, watching shows are pretty great when you're taking breaks, when you're chilling out. It's really cool. If you guys haven't watched Breaking Bad, it's not really for younger audiences, but if you're around like teenager to adult, I think I that's pretty good, range to watch Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad's a great show, one of the best shows I've ever watched. You know, Pretty cool stuff. But anyways, I know I'm getting off topic a little bit, but just going back to what I was saying though, it's okay to take a break. Especially if you've been working like hard, and especially since all your hard work has been paying off. Like for me, my chemistry did good on my quiz after working hard and getting all assignments done early. I actually got so much done so much earlier, up to the point where I actually had free time. I actually had free time to be able to do what I wanted, which is so nice. So, since I had that time, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. And it's okay because now I'm back on the grind. I'll be live streaming again, be working hard again. Obviously I gotta study for the exam, but don't worry, I will, I will study for the exam when I can. I will work hard. Hopefully I do well in the exam. But it's looking like a lot of the chemistry stuff is going to be mainly math stuff, so I should be fine, I think. I don't know, we'll see. But, yeah, like I said, feeling refreshed. I don't feel, like, stressed out. I don't feel kind of burnt out as much anymore. Like, I actually feel better now. It's all because I took a break, which is why it's okay to take breaks, because if you're just working and working, working, you never take a break, you're just going to get too tired of it, and then you're just going to give up, and that's not a good feeling, because it really makes things more draining, when you're doing stuff. So please, like, when you guys get the chance, like, please take a break. It will help you mentally, physically too, because, I mean, if you're obviously, like, working all the time, you're gonna obviously get mentally drained and physically drained, because obviously you're just not gonna want to do the work anymore. Because obviously physically, like, I'm not saying, like, it's physically hard to do work and all that, like, for school. It's just the fact that you're not gonna want to physically get up out of bed and like kind of do stuff, for school. You're just gonna want to just not get out of bed and lay in bed and just kind of be lazy, because obviously you don't want to do this stuff, which is understandable. School can be rough, but obviously you gotta do what you gotta do, But yeah. Anyways, I know this topic really didn't talk about much as to why you guys should really take a break, why it's good for you guys to take a break. I just kind of mainly talked about myself, because I mean, obviously I didn't upload yesterday or even like live streamed. I didn't do anything. I thought about doing a short, but then I was like, you know what? Nah. I was like, I just want to chill out for once. We're in the final stretch of the semester, this is probably the only time I'm gonna actually get to chill, you know. And of course I have plans on Saturday, but I think after Saturday, I'm gonna be busy. Like, I'm gonna be locked in, so I don't know how I'm gonna be able to live stream. But will I make videos? Most likely, yeah. I think I'll be able to make videos, but if I can't, I won't. We'll see. Because I want to pass this chemistry class, like I said, so that I can actually lock in and actually do more YouTube stuff. I think it'd be really cool to do more stuff with YouTube. But yeah, of course, I wanted to take a chance to just finally take a break for once, so that I can actually like just kind of get refreshed and kind of get ready to get into these last couple weeks, because what, it's May 2nd now, and my last day is the 19th, by the way. So if you do the math, alright, I have 17 days left of school. I have 17 days and I'm done. And these 17 days are going to fly by quick, because obviously, I've been doing school and all that, and time has been flying by. Like, the weeks have been flying by, the months have been flying by. School's gonna be over before I know it, alright? Now, seeing as to, seeing how things are going with school, either I pass chemistry, or I don't. We'll see what happens, I'm hoping that I barely pass it. I still gotta do some work for chemistry, but you know, it's not due till Monday, so obviously that's why I was like, I can do it later, you know, probably today. I'll probably work on it later after I live stream, you know, because I have the rest of the day. It's actually pretty early still, you know, well, 10:36, not like early, but like pretty good time to be doing this kind of stuff, you know. So, you know, obviously I'll work on the homework later. I'll definitely get it all done. Don't worry, I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on with school. Don't you guys worry, I won't leave you guys in the dark. But yeah, I just really wanted to keep you guys kind of updated with some stuff, which is why I just went really off topic, but you know. But yeah, honestly, yeah, that's all that they really want to talk about in this video. So anyways, uh, yeah, I'm done here. Sorry for the ranting and going off topic, but I just really wanted to talk about some stuff. Didn't know what I really wanted to title this video or really wanted to start talking about in this video, but I already got what I wanted to say, you know, out there. So yeah, anyways, that's gonna be it for this video though, you guys. If you guys made this far into the video, I hope all of you guys enjoyed, and thank you all for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, guys.